bad day. Being an adult is so hard sometimes, and I feel like I just can't figure it out. Like I just can't figure everything out, and when I finally have one thing done and get like my first breath in after that, I feel like the next thing already comes and like hits me in the face, and I don't know how to figure stuff out like an adult. And I feel like so many people around me are doing better at this than I am, and it truly feels like sometimes I'm being punished by the universe with so many things that I don't understand fully. So it's just been a really hard day. And one thing that I really want to start doing is speak things well. I want to believe that things happen for the better, even if something bad is happening, that something really good is coming for me and that there's a reason for this and I don't need to understand it right now. I just kind of tried to talk positively about this and then spend the rest of the afternoon drawing to just kind of not think too much about it. And I drew in my huge sketchbook that I'm just trying to like fill nicely and just really use. I don't want to forget about this. I want to use it a lot. I want to have it kind of be almost like a little portfolio of my art, of my process, of me trying new stuff with art. I definitely tried something new today. I tried acrylic paint, which is not my best work. It doesn't have to be good, it just has to exist, is something what one of my friends always says. And I feel like with this one I have to like remind myself, like I just tried this and I didn't really look up how to use acrylic paint. I didn't look anything up, I just started. This is the acrylic paint one, just don't come for me for that. Just try to understand acrylic paint, and I feel like with the wings I'm getting it, and a little with the face I think I've gotten it there then. And I just wanted to try a couple of the colors. I've had the acrylic paint lay around since Christmas. I got it as a gift by my brother. I just don't want to be scared of using stuff. And the other thing I worked on is an aquarelle, also just an idea. I wanted to work a little with blue. It's obviously not done, but I don't want the sketchbook to have to be something that's completely done all the time. I want it to be something that I have fun with, that I can get back to anytime. And those were also just some rough sketches of ideas that I might like put proper work in. I'm gonna get ready now and I'm gonna have dinner with my friends, and I also baked a cake and I'm so excited to see them. I spent all day at home. You can see that it's getting dark already outside. It's 4:30 p.m. and I didn't even leave the flat yet, which I don't like doing. I did do a lot, like I worked on this art piece a lot, which I showed you the sketch and the idea the other day, and so I kind of worked it up a little more, and I'm actually really proud of it. I'm just always unsure, like, do I want to keep going or not? I have a hard time knowing when an art piece is like coming to an end. For me, anything I create just doesn't find an end. I feel like I like the idea of the creation of it being kind of endless. Like I kind of just always want to touch something up or change something. I also don't know if I'll do anything around it, because I do like how it's kind of the main attraction in this. But yeah, this is what I've been working on pretty much all day. I know I did a lot, like I obviously did something, but I feel like I need to get out to feel like I'm productive in a way. It's a Wednesday and some museums are open long on Wednesdays, so I might just go to a museum and to just wander a little. I would also love to stay in because the weather is just calling me to stay in bed, but then I don't know what I would do in bed and I don't want to doom scroll. And anytime I do go to a museum and spend a little time there, I just feel so much better. So I think I'm gonna get dressed so I feel kind of motivated to go outside. be honest, are you sick of me yet? Because all I feel like I've been doing in this vlog is sit on the floor and do some art. It's just that the moment I don't keep myself busy with art or writing something, I find myself doom scrolling on my phone. Like someone genuinely needs to lock my phone up. I don't know what it is. I usually feel like I have a good grip on not wanting to go on it, but at the moment I just want to avoid so much in my head that I just go on my phone constantly and doom scroll and gather so much information that I don't need, and I can feel that it makes me feel so unwell. Even while I'm scrolling, I think to myself, like, this is so not what I want, like I'm wasting my time. And at the same time I'm so scared to not do it, because then I would have to like face reality, and it's like I'm forcing myself to want to disconnect from myself. So I've just been creating stuff, and I'm also going to work today and tomorrow, so at least I'm doing something else. I'm working at a cafe, but I did a little doodle. Something that I always felt kind of awful about was if I recreated someone's idea or if I sketched someone's idea. And a friend of mine told me the other day that this is how you kind of learn to draw different things. Like even the biggest painters ever, they learn from other painters. Like they learn by painting other paintings. I did this little doodle. The main part is actually a sketch from Brave Birdie. I love their art so much. I think it's just so beautiful. And the face is by Yoshito Monada. So I just kind of put these together, and it was really nice to sketch this. I feel like sometimes my head feels so full and I can't just come up with something, but I need to head to work like pretty soon, and I'm really excited to get out and talk to people again. I hate going to the supermarket without an idea of what I want to buy, but I remembered once I got out of work that I don't have anything at home, so I had to go to the supermarket. And I went to a supermarket close to my work that I don't go too often, and I already cried there once because of the same thing. I was so overwhelmed with what to make, because the moment I walk in without a grocery list, I genuinely forget everything I ever cooked other than pesto pasta. And I've been eating that for the past couple days, so I had to come up with something else. And it took me forever. The only thing I had in my hands for 30 or more minutes, a jar of pickles, which I almost always have at home. There's something about a pickle that just heals me, but this kind of made me feel safe in the weirdest way while walking through the store. Yeah, I wanted to cry there, but I knew that these people have seen me cry already. Like I can't do that again. And I was texting with my mom while I was at the store, so I just asked her and she sent me a recipe of hers that is very quick and easy. And so I bought that stuff and I made it now. And it's just couscous with veggies and some like meat. I have a meat alternative and like a little sauce. It's really easy. It's really yummy. And I know my mom likes to make that very often if like she doesn't have a lot of time. And it made me miss her so much. Like I didn't want to cry anymore that I didn't know what to make or buy. But I wanted to cry because I miss my mom based on a recipe she sent me. And that doesn't happen that often. Like, of course I miss my mom, but I do see her quite often, I would say. And in that moment, I just really wanted to have my mom make me a meal and talk to her. And that is one part of adulthood that I feel like I'm just tapping into. And I know this meal won't taste the same as when she makes it. It just never does. And I want to try and see missing her right now as something very beautiful. And I can text her and I can call her, and I'm very lucky to be able to do that and for her to love me in so many ways. But yeah, I feel better now and I'll enjoy my dinner. I'll probably just go to bed after that. I'm so tired. We're on the floor. I taped this black paper on my wall and I slightly already sketched. Like I want to do the lamps that I did on here, which again, inspired by Brave Birdie. And the face was inspired by Yoshito Monara, but I want to focus on the lamps up there, roughly sketch them on here. I wanted to do this freehand. I was like, let me just go in there and like do this with like a white oil crayon, but I think I'm too scared of that, so I just did a rough little sketch on it. I think I'm just really worried that if I do this and I can't like reverse a mistake if I had it on there, I would want to like run away from this because it's something that I tend to do. I'm gonna start the sketching now. Also have a little coffee here. I feel like I can't even properly sharpen these. Oh, I'm also using the mic because I feel so far away and it's the morning and I don't want to wake any of my roommates up. I'm trying to be a nice roommate. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna like start. I think I'm really worried that if I start a work of art and I end up hating it like a lot, I will give up on painting in general. But I also don't think like you can't make mistakes in art. I believe that everything kind of finds its reason in itself. I believe that for everyone, but for me, to be very honest, I really think I'm doing so well in my dream of just doing more art. I'm really proud that I've been using so many different materials because I remember when I first got these oil crayons, which was many, many years ago. For the last couple of years, I was just always so scared of using them. And in the last week, I've just been using so many mediums and I'm just having so much fun with it. And I'm so glad that I kind of feel like I'm slowly finding my calling. I think a thing that I had a really rough time with was figuring out what my art should be, what I wanna make and create. I've watched and read so many interviews by artists to figure out the secret of how do you figure out what you wanna make. And in the end, it's truly just keep creating. And I hate that I'm saying the same thing as everyone else, but just being like, just create. But it's truly like, just create. Okay, I'm starting on the second lamp. Also, I feel like with oil pastels, you're done so quick. I did my 2 lamps. They look wonky, but in a fun way. Kind of want to use red. Want to make them blush a little. Maybe I'll keep adding eventually. It's almost 12. I need to get ready. I'm gonna meet a friend for coffee, and I think we're gonna go to Shakespeare and Company. It's like a bookstore. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little segment. I would kind of love to draw and just talk, but I think I'm also really bad at that, like talking while I draw something.